4 miles per hour out to right field. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That's a little bit low for ball 3. You've got Alana Cruciano on deck for the Huskies. Here's a 3-1. High fly ball popped up to center field. That's going to be gone for a home run. Adaline Jones goes yard with a 2-run shot, and the Huskies take a quick 2-0 lead here in the top of the first. Well, Jones really put a charge into that one as it hits the plating in center field. 202 feet, and it is 2-0 Huskies. That brings up Eliana Cruciano. Conference time a bit for Hiles as Wyrick came out to the mound to have a chat. Well, Lancers trailing a little bit early today. Looking to regroup with 1 out. First pitch to Cruciano is in there for strike 1. Ground ball to short. Griner up with it, makes the throw. 2 gone. That brings up Charlie Betts.
Good job, ladies.
Charlie Betts at the plate for the Port Huron Northern Huskies. Betts is batting .143 with 2 RBIs. She takes a ball outside. Here's the 1-0 pitch. It's in there for strike 1. You've got Eliana Hagan on deck. Here's 1-1 pitch, fouled back to the screen. That almost came into our broadcast booth. We've had a couple balls that nearly got into our booth.
Let's go, T. You got this.
And here is the 1-2. That's fouled away. Here again is the 1-2 pitch. That's low for ball 2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Outside for ball 3. And Betts has run the count full. Here's the 3-2. Down low for ball 4, and Betts draws a 2-out walk. That brings up Alana Hagan to the plate. Hagan is looking to help her own cause. She's getting the start on the mound today for the Port Huron Northern Huskies. First pitch is outside for ball 1. Betts leaned over away from first, but gets back in. Pitch is called for strike 1. Quick snap throw to first, and Betts is back safely. One pitch, swung on and missed. Strike 2. Quick snap throw down to second. And Betts is in there with a stolen base.
Nice throw, Kay.
Still second. So Betts steals second base. She's there with 2 out. 1-2 to Hagan. Ground ball into right field for a base hit. They're going to send Betts to the plate. She will score. And it's an RBI single for Alana Hagan, and the Huskies now lead 3-0. That brings up Annalise Eichenberg. She takes a ball low. The 1-0 pitch. It gets away from the catcher, Wyrick, and that'll move Hagan all the way to second on the pass ball. Here's the 2-0 pitch. A little bit high for ball 3. And Heil showing signs of struggling here in the first inning. Here's the 2-0 pitch. High. That's called strike. 3-1 on Annalise Eichenberg. You've got Brooklyn Umbreit on deck for the Huskies. 3-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. 89 miles per hour on the gun. Here's the 3-2 pitch. That's fouled away. Back to the screen. We'll go over the full lineup for the Huskies in between innings in the top of the second. There's a 3-2 pitch. That's inside for ball 4. And that will put 2 on with 2 out for the Huskies here. That brings up Brooklyn Umbreit with runners at second and first. That pitch is down low for ball 1. That pitch is fouled away. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Good block by Wyrick as it's down low for ball 2. Two-one pitch, ground ball into center field for a base hit. They're going to send Hagan around. She will score, and the Huskies played another run. It's now 4-0 on an RBI single by Brooklyn Umbreit. Eichenberg moves to second base on the play. That brings up Taylor Wessendorf, and the Huskies have batted around the order this inning. That pitch is fouled away back to the screen. Marley Clubb on deck for the Huskies. That's a 2-0 pitch is popped up. High into right. It's going to drop in for a base hit. Here comes Eichenberg around to score. Umbreit moves to first. Here's a quick snap throw to second, and Wessendorf is safe at second base on a double. Another run is home for the Huskies. They lead 5-0. Well, Josie Kelly had trouble with that in right field. And top of the order now, Marley Clubb back at the plate for the Huskies. That's fouled away.
Good job, T.
Kinsley Wessendorf on deck for the Huskies. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Ground ball back to the mound. Hiles makes the play to mercifully retire the side. But the Huskies add 5 runs that inning. We played a half inning. It's 5-0 Huskies as we head to the bottom of the first. You're listening to the Lancers Softball Network. I'm Scott Decker.
Yeah, this one right here goes out to
Well, we have an opportunity. Let's go over the starting lineups for both teams. First for the visiting Huskies. Leading off and playing center field, Marley Clubb. Batting second and playing right field, Kinsley Wessendorf. Batting third and playing shortstop, Adeline Jones. Batting fourth and playing third base, Eliana Cruciano. Batting fifth and playing first base, Charlie Betts. Batting sixth and pitching, Alana Hagan. Batting seventh and playing second base, Annalise Eichenberg. Batting eighth and playing left field, Brooklyn Umbry. And batting ninth and catching, Taylor Wessendorf. Now the starting lineup for the Lancers. Leading off and playing catcher, Kayleen Wyrick. Batting second and playing center field, Emma Liskey. Batting third and playing shortstop, Olivia Griner. Batting fourth and pitching, Tiara Hiles. Batting fifth and playing third base, Delaney McDonald. Batting sixth and playing second base, Brooke Warnke. Batting seventh and playing first base, Riley Payne. Batting eighth and playing right field, Josie Kelly. And batting ninth and playing left field, Ashley Woods.
Now batting number 2, Kayleen Wyrick.
Kayleen Wyrick leads off for the Lancers here in the bottom of the first. She has been swinging a hot bat, batting .467 so far this season. They say for whom the bell tolls, hits will come, and Wyrick is hoping to add to her hit total right here. That's a ball down low. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's outside for ball 2. Lancers trying to start a chant in the dugout. That 2-0 pitch is slapped foul to the screen near left field. And that makes the count 2-1. Today, the Lancers will face the right-handed offerings of Alana Hagan. Here's the 2-0 pitch, ground ball into center field for a base hit. And Wyrick continues her hot hitting with a leadoff single.
Batting number 1, Emma Liskey.
Courtesy runner for the Lancers. Kaylin Baylor will pinch run at first base for the Lancers as a courtesy runner. That brings Emma Liskey to the plate. He went 3 for 4 last game with 2 bunt singles. She was a very tough out last time out for the Sterling Heights Stevenson Titans. There's a bunt, left side, and Betts and Hagan got crossed up. Hagan has no play, and that's another infield hit for Emma Liskey. It was miscommunication on the part of the Huskies. Nobody was able to take charge of that ball. That brings up Olivia Griner to the plate. You've got Wyrick over at second, Liskey at first. First pitch is called, strike 1. You've got Tiara Hiles on deck. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Little tapper to third. Cruciano makes the play. 1 out. Here's a quick snap throw to third, and Wyrick is safe. Liskey moves to second base on the fielder's choice, and the Lancers have runners in scoring position with 1 out. That brings Tiara Hiles up to the plate. Tiara has been swinging a nice bat as of late. Ooh, rip and a miss. Swing. It's strike 1. Delaney McDonald is on deck. Correction, that's Baylor over at third base for the Lancers and not Wyrick. Liskey still is at second. Called strike 2.
Go, team, got this.
Heil steps out, refusing to back down. That pitch is high for ball 1. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That's down low for ball 2. And Hiles has been able to even the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Little rally chant going in the dugout for the Lancers right now. Here's a 2-2 pitch. That's tapped foul and out of play. Hiles still at the plate. And here is the 2-2 pitch. That's blocked by Taylor Wessendorf. That's down low for ball 3. And Hiles has run the count full. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Line shot into center field for a base hit. Baylor comes around to score. And they're going to hold Liskey at first base. Hiles moves to second on the throw to the plate, and the Lancers are on the board at 5-1.
Now batting number 8, Delaney McDonald.
Delaney McDonald at the plate now. First pitch is down low for ball 1. Alana Hagan this year coming in with a record of 1-0 with 3 walks, 14 strikeouts, and an ERA of 1.27 in 2 starts. That ball is blocked by Taylor Wessendorf, ball 2. We've got Brooke Warnke on deck. There's a 2-0 pitch that's fouled off the screen. Makes the count 2-1. New batch of softballs for the umpire. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Ground ball to first. Nice play made there by Charlie Betts. McDonald is out, but on the fielder's choice, Liskey comes home to score. Hiles moves to third, and it's now 5-2.
Go, Brookie, you got this.
That brings Brooke Warnke to the plate. She was also a tough out last game against the Titans. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Riley Payne on deck. Riley Payne named one of the captains by the Lancers this season, along with Kayleen Wyrick and Emma Liskey. That's a ball down low. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That's high for ball 2. Two-one pitch, high for ball 3, and Warnke has worked the count into a hitter's count at 3-1. Here's a 3-1 pitch. Called strike 2. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Called strike 3, and Warnke is out on strikes. Lancers do play 2 runs. At the end of 1, it's the Huskies 5 and the Lancers 2. You're listening to the Lancers Softball Network. I'm Scott Decker.
Hey, it's Coach Ken, and you're watching Lancers Softball and Lancers Softball Network. Go Lancers!
Top of the second now, and the Huskies are up to bat. Kinsley Wessendorf will lead off for the Huskies, followed by Adeline Jones and Eliana Cruciano. Tara Hiles will be taking her warm-up pitches here. Hoping for a bit of a better inning this inning out. Little conference by Kayleen Wyrick. Here's the first pitch to Kinsley Wessendorf. That's a ground ball to short. Griner up with it, throws, and she got her. A great throw by Olivia Griner, and there is one away. That brings up Adeline Jones to the plate. It's a ball down low. It is an absolutely beautiful day here at Lisa Downey Legacy Field. So called strike to Adeline Jones. Eliana Cruciano is on deck. 1-1 pitch. High fly ball to center field, and it's run down by Liskey for out number 2. Again, we mentioned Emma Liskey, named one of the captains by Coach Mike Worth, along with Riley Payne and Kayleen Wyrick this season. That brings up Eliana Cruciano to the plate. The pitch is high for ball 1. One-0 pitch is high for ball 2. Charlie Betts is on deck for the Huskies. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Line shot into right field for a base hit. Cruciano gets on base, and it's a base runner for the Huskies with 2 out. That brings up Charlie Betts. The ball down low. Ooh, they got Cruciano picked off, but she's able to get back into first base safely. Wyrick couldn't come up with it, had a little trouble with that. One-0 pitch is called strike 1. Alana Hagen is on deck. It's a called strike. Snap throw down to first, but Cruciano is back safely. Here's the 1-2 pitch. It's ground ball to second base. Nice play by Wernke, and the side is retired. We've played 1.5. It's the Huskies 5 and the Lancers 2. You're listening to the Lancers Softball Network. I'm Scott Decker. Bottom of the second here for the Lancers as they're batting here. Riley Payne will lead things off for the Lancers. She'll be fouled by Josie Kelly and Ashley Woods. Well, what an honor it has to be for Riley Payne being named one of the 3 captains this year along with Kayleen Wyrick and Emma Liskey. Model of consistency for the Lancers this season.
Coming up to bat, number 7, Riley Payne.
So Alana Hagen back to work for the Huskies here. 1-1. Here's the first pitch rather, and that's fouled away.
Good job, Fanny.
Oh, 1 pitch. That's down low for ball 1. Good eye by Payne there. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Called strike 2, the outer part of the plate. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Payne is down on strikes. That brings Josie Kelly to the
Now
plate.
batting number 4, Josie Kelly.
First pitch is right down the plate for strike 1.
Got this, Josie.
Ashley Woods on deck. It's a ball down low. Count is 1-1. One pitch is down low for ball 2. For those of you wondering what the noise in the background is, there is a baseball game going on adjacent to this one. Hey, who doesn't like having a little extra noise at the ballpark? That's a 2-1 pitch up high. Look out. That almost hit Josie Kelly. One pitch. Right down the plate for strike 2.
Right here, Josie. All you.
And the count is full. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 gone. And Hagan picks up her 3rd strikeout of the game. That brings up Ashley Woods.
Ashley Woods.
That brings Ashley Woods up to the plate. Line shot foul. Look out. That almost went into the Huskies dugout, or at least on top of it. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Line shot into right field for a base hit. And Woods is safe at first base, and the Lancers get a 2-out base runner.
Now batting, number 2, Kayleen Weirick.
Top of the order now as the lineup card shifts over to Kayleen Weirick. Weirick had a single last time up. High for ball 1. Ball down low for ball 2. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Little tapper to short. Jones makes the play and the side is retired. Lancers leave a runner on base and fail to score. We've played 2. It's the Huskies 5 and the Lancers 2. You're listening to the Lancers Softball Network. I'm Scott Decker.
Listen up, y'all, 'cause this is it. The beat that I'm banging is the lick.
Fergalicious definition, make them boys go loco. They want my treasures, so they get their pleasures from my photo. You can see me, you can squeeze me. I ain't easy, I ain't sleazy. I got reasons why I tease them. Gorgeous, come on, girl, and seasons. Fergalicious, but I ain't promiscuous. And if you were suspicious, all that is fictitious. I'm a kisses. That pussy boy, I rock, and make me run down the block just to watch what I got. So delicious.
Top of the 3rd, and the Huskies coming up to bat here. Alana Hagan, the pitcher, is looking to help her own cause here this inning. And as you may not have noticed, some of the players have decided to go with short sleeve shirts here with 78-degree weather. I myself have gone with the short sleeve memo today. Yes, it is a beautiful day in the ballpark. The first buds of spring have arrived. So Alana Hagan leads off for the Huskies here in the top of the 3rd. First pitch is high for ball 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's called strike 1. One pitch. Called strike 2. Two 1 pitch is down low for ball 3. There's So 3-1 pitch. That's fouled off the glove of Wyrick. And they're calling that a strikeout past ball. So Hagan is able to take first base. A little bit of confusion there. But in any event, Hagan is safe at first, and that brings up Annalise Eichenberg to the plate. Little chopper back to the mound. Hiles fires to short one. Relay is not in time. Eichenberg is safe at first, but Hagan is out at second. Nice throw by Hiles to Griner. That brings up Brooklyn Umbreet to the plate with 1 out here in the top of the third. Line shot into right field for a base hit. That's going to go all the way to the wall, too. Hagan moves to third, and Umbreet moves to, or rather Eichenberg moves to third. Umbreet moves to second with a double, and the Huskies have runners in scoring position with 1 out. That brings up Taylor Wessendorf to the plate. It's a high for ball 1. There's a bunt that's foul. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Line shot. Caught by Payne. 2 gone. Top of the order now. Marley Clubb leads off for the Huskies, or it's back to her, the top order. Clubb lines 1 to third, and it's caught by McDonald to retire the side. Hiles pitches out of a jam. We've played 2.5. It's the Huskies 5 and the Lancers 2. You're listening to the Lancers Softball Network. Bottom of the third, and the Lancers are up to bat. Emma Liskey will lead off, followed by Olivia Griner and Tiara Hiles, who had an RBI single last inning.
Batting number 1, Emma Liskey.
Or back in the first inning, rather. So Emma Liskey at the plate to lead off. Liskey had a bunt single last time up. That's a foul ball. Given Liskey's speed, she has been able to use her spirit stick and put it to good use this season. Like I said, last game she had a bunt single, and she had another one here today. The ball down low. 1-1. The ball down low for ball 2. 2-1 is the count. There's a bunt that's fouled away.
Got this, Emma, right here.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. That's bunted to the pitcher. Hagan up with it. She makes the play. 1 away. That brings up Olivia Griner to the plate.
Now batting, number 18, Olivia Reiner.
Well, Hagan seems to be coasting along thus far. Ball down low for ball 1. One 1-0 pitch. Ground ball to short. This is going to be a tough play for Jones, but she makes it. 2 gone.
Now batting, number 9, Tierra Hiles.
That brings up Tierra Hiles, who had an RBI single her last time up. So 2 outs here. Called strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's high for ball 1. Also got away from the catcher, Taylor Wessendorf. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. One-two pitch. Slapped and popped up into right field. Oh, and a barehanded catch made by Kinsley Wessendorf to retire the side. That was impressive. Somebody get on the line to Sports Center. That'll be on the highlight film. Well, in any event, we've played 3. It's the Huskies 5 and the Lancers 2 as we head to the 4th. You're listening to the Lancers Softball Network. I'm Scott Decker.
High school sports are meant to be fun.
We love to represent our school.
And we care about our sports.
We know you do too.
And because we all care, it can sometimes get intense.
So let's make the experience more fun for everyone.
We know it's easy to react and shout during games.
But we all make mistakes.
The game is more enjoyable when we hear positive cheering.
Referees are human. Respect their decisions. They aren't perfect.
When you feel like yelling, remember that you represent our school.
We want to win, but just remember to keep the energy positive towards all.
During the season, we spend a lot of time with our coaches. They have a tough job.
Please accept their decisions.
And be thankful for all the time they devoted to making us better.
Thank you for coming to our games and always supporting us.
We couldn't do this without you.
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 Top of the 4th now, and Kinsley Wessendorf leads off for the Huskies. Huskies leading 5-2. Still a very close game. And Tahira Hiles is back to work. Well, now everybody has taken the short sleeve memo here. Maybe it's for good luck. And Wessendorf is ready to lead off this inning. Ball down low. You've got Adeline Jones who's on deck. She slammed a home run to center field back in the first inning. Ground ball down the left field line. Fair ball. That's going to roll to the corner, and that's going to be extra bases for Wessendorf, and she's in with a leadoff double. That brings up Adeline Jones to the plate. Coming into the game, Jones was coming in batting .500. She hit her first home run in the first inning. Ball down low. Eliana Cruciano is on deck. Called strike one. One pitch, that's high, ball two. Wessendorf leading away from second base. 2-1 pitch, called strike two on the inside part of the plate. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Line shot into center field for a base hit. Wessendorf moves to third base, and the Huskies have runners at the corners with nobody out here at the top of the fourth. That brings up Eliana Cruciano with runners at the corners. There's a bunt. That's called strike. There goes Jones down to second, and she steals second base. So now the Huskies have runners in scoring position with nobody out. The ground ball off the glove of Hiles, and she has no play. That'll be an infield hit for Cruciano, and the bases are loaded for the Huskies with nobody out here in the top of the fourth. Brings Charlie Betts to the plate. Ground ball back to the mound. The play at the plate. And Wessendorf is forced out at the plate. Good slide by Wessendorf, but Weirick was not going to let her score at all. So fielder's choice. Wessendorf out at the plate, one away. Bases remain loaded for Ilana Hagen. And apparently Kayleen Weirick has just been ejected from the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Not sure what's going on. Yeah, no, yeah. I had. Well, apparently Kayleen Wyrick has been ejected from the ball game, and so the Lancers will have to bring in a backup catcher from the bench. So there's been a little bit of a delay here. While we have a delay, just to recap, Adaline Jones is at third, Cruciano at second, Betts at first for Alana Hagan. And Annalise Eichenberg is on deck. We have a couple of defensive changes here as Lamaya Swope comes in to play third base, and they will take warm-up throws. Delaney McDonald is now moving behind home plate with the ejection of Kayleen Wyrick. Well, we've had a bit of a delay here with Delaney McDonald getting her catching gear on. Yeah. So a defensive change for the Lancers. Lamaya Swope is at third base. Delaney McDonald is now behind the plate. And we're about to resume play here with Alana Hagan on deck, or at the plate rather, and Annalise Eichenberg on deck. So once again, just to recap what has gone on for those of you just joining us, Kayleen Wyrick was ejected from the game for that last play, so Delaney McDonald is now behind the plate, and Lamaya Swope takes over at third base. Tara Hiles being allowed to complete her warm-up pitches. We also have another defensive change as Ashley Woods has switched places with Josie Kelly. Woods moves to right and Kelly now moves to left. All right, play resumes now as Alana Hagan is at the plate with one out here in the top of the fourth. A called strike. The 0-1 pitch that gets away from the catcher McDonald. Here comes Jones in to score. Runners move up on the passed ball, and it is 6-2 Huskies. The ball down low. 2-1 is the count. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Little chopper to short. Griner makes the play. 2 gone. Ooh, that hit the runner. That hit the runner Charlie Betts. Cruciano does come home to score, however, and the Lancers now trail 7-2. So Betts at third. Annalise Eichenberg is at the plate now. Line shot foul off the screen. Oh, look out. That almost hit Brooklyn Umbreed on deck. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's popped foul up on the infield. McDonald is under it, can't find it, and that is in the stands. Well, you only hope that didn't hit anybody. These balls can really fly. We've had several this season that have almost hit fans in the stands. Here's the 0-2 pitch. The ball gets away from the catcher, McDonald, and Cruciano, or rather Betts, comes in to score. And it's now 8-2 Huskies. Well, base is empty now for Eichenberg with the count 1-2. The ball outside. Two-two pitch gets away from the catcher McDonald, but nobody moves up. And the count goes to 2-2. 3-2 rather. Count is full. Called strike 3, and that ends the inning. But a big inning for the Huskies. They add 3 runs, and after 3.5, it is the Huskies 8 and the Lancers 2. You're listening to the Lancers Softball Network. I'm Scott Decker.
My name is Lily Kaser. I go to Michigan State, and you're watching Lancer Softball on the Lancer Softball Network.
Bottom of the 4th, and the Lancers are up to bat. Delaney McDonald will lead off this inning, followed by Brooke Warnke and Riley Payne. Ilana Hagan is back to work on the mound. Hagan has 3 strikeouts today.
Now batting number 8. Delaney McDonald.
Lancers have got their rally caps on, looking to try to get back into this game. First pitch is called, strike 1. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That's blocked by Wessendorf. Ball 1. One-two pitch. Line shot popped up. And that is going to be caught by Club. 1 away.
Now batting number 16, Brooke Warnke.
Brings Brooke Warnke up to the plate. That pitch is popped foul off the screen. Warnke, as I mentioned, in the last home game went 3 for 4. She was a tough out for the Sterling Heights Stevenson Titans to get out. She takes a called strike. Ball outside for ball 1. Riley Payne on deck. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's 4 strikeouts for Hagen, and there are 2 gone.
Number 7, Riley Payne.
That brings Riley Payne up to the plate. That's a ball outside. One-0 pitch, called, strike 1. Got Josie Kelly on deck. That pitch is fouled off the screen. Ball game. Here's the 1-2 pitch, a little bit inside, ball 2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That's line shot foul off the screen in right field.
You got this, Fatty. Right here, man. Right here.
Here is the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and the side is retired. Lancers go down 1-2-3. We've played 4. It's the Huskies 8 and the Lancers 2. You're listening to the Lancers Softball Network. I'm Scott Decker.
He got free, the king back now. Raws don't even know how to still ballin', money stacked tall and shack now. Still push a button and let the roof on the lack down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling, bring 'em out, hey, all my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, hey, all the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, hey, front to back they yelling, bring 'em out. I know I used to get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by blow, I don't move in the brick. You talk about shooting out, now we're doing it quick. If I hit you in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I copy.
Top of the fifth now, and Brooklyn Umbreet leads off for the Huskies. First pitch is a little chopper into center field for a base hit. Leadoff single for Umbreet. And that brings Taylor Wessendorf to the plate. There's a bunt. Ball's outside. One 0 pitch is bunted in front of the plate. And it's an infield hit. Wessendorf reaches base on an infield hit. That brings up the top of the order in Marley Club. And apparently they're sending the runner Wessendorf back to the plate as the ball was still in the strike zone. And the count is 1-1. So move Umbreet back to first base on that play. And Wessendorf still at the plate. Line shot to right field. That's going to get away from Ashley Woods. And that'll move Umbreet all the way to third. Wessendorf is at first on the error. And the Huskies have runners at the corners with nobody out here in the top of the fifth. Marley Club back at the plate now. It's a bunt, and it's a missed bunt for strike one. That pitch is fouled away, strike two. Here's the 0-2. That's fouled away. Well, the wind seems to have died down here at the ballpark. It's the 0-2. Ground ball to short. Griner up with it. Makes the throw. Runner Umbreet does score on the play. Apparently they're calling the runner safe, so no out is recorded. Umbreet scores. Wessendorf moves to third. Club is safe at first, and it is 9-2 Huskies. It's a bunt that's foul. There goes Club to second base, and she steals second base. The Huskies deciding they want to add to this lead as they have runners in scoring position with nobody out here in the fifth. It's a ball down low. Kinsley Wessendorf at the plate. Little chopper off the glove of Hiles. Wessendorf comes in to score. Kinsley moves to first. Club stays at second base. Another run home for the Huskies. They now have put up double digits as they now lead 10-2. Brings up Adeline Jones. It's a ball down low. Line shot, high fly ball to center field. It is a nice catch by Liskey. Runners have to get back, and they do. One out. Oh, Jones gave it a ride, but Liskey with a nice catch out there in center field. Well, Jones definitely has power. She already powered it over the center field wall in the back in the first inning tonight. Ground ball to third. Swope up with it. She cannot make the play, and everybody is safe. That's going to load the bases with one out for the Huskies. It brings up Charlie Betts. That gets away from the catcher, McDonald, and here comes Club in to score on the wild pitch, and it's 11-2 Huskies. And Coach Mike Worth has called for time.
Check it out. It's Santana again, stepping out. One of them brand new big boy toys. I do big boy things. I make big boy noise, cause I know what girls want. I know what they like. They wanna stay up and party all night. So bring a friend.
We have a new pitching change for the Lancers as Riley Payne is the new pitcher. As I said before, Riley Payne is now into pitch. A few defensive changes as well for the Lancers. Lamaya Swope will move to first base, and Tierra Hiles will move to third base. Bases are loaded and jacked here for the Huskies here in the top of the fifth.
friends do it like the yin yang twins start whispering. Let me fall back. You ain't ready for all that. Have you sleep late, real late? Yeah, taking them long naps. You tell your friends to get with my friends. We could be friends, switch and meet friends. We could do it all night long and till the clock hit morning. You dig?
And we will resume play here in the top of the fifth. So Ilana Hagan. So Charlie Betts at the plate. Ilana Hagan on deck. 1-0 pitch is down low for ball 2. Cruciano at second. Wessendorf at third. 2-0 pitch, called strike 1. One pitch, outside for ball 2. Two 2-1 pitch, down low for ball 3. Three 3-1 pitch, down low, ball 4. That's going to load the bases for the Huskies with 1 out. And that brings Ilana Hagan up to the plate looking to help her own cause here. Line shot foul off the screen in right field. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's high for ball 1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. It's low for ball 2. The ball outside. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Little tapper to third. Hiles up with it. Makes the play. 2 gone. Wessendorf comes home to score on the fielder's choice. Cruciano moves to third. Betts to second. Another run home for the Huskies. They have blown this one wide open. It is 12-2. Little ground ball to second base. A nice play there at second by Warnke to retire the side. But the Huskies add 4 more runs. They have blown this one wide open, and they have a commanding 12-2 lead as we head to the bottom of the 5th. You're listening to the Lancers Softball Network. I'm Scott Decker. The fifth, Josie Kelly leads off for the... Well, Josie Kelly was about to lead off this inning, but instead, Kaylin Baylor will pinch hit for Josie Kelly. So Baylor will be pinch hitting and leading off here to start the bottom of the fifth. She takes a strike on the outside part of the plate. Lana Hagan hasn't run into much trouble tonight. She's gave up the 2 runs in the fifth, but has settled in, and she's struck out 5. 0-1 pitch. It's called strike 2. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Baylor is down on strikes. That is 6 strikeouts for Alana Hagan tonight.
Now batting number 3, Ashley Woods.
That brings Ashley Woods to the plate. High, but it's called strike 1. In the zone. Maya Swope on deck. Ground ball, foul. Here's the 0-2. 0-2 pitch. That's tapped foul, and that'll reach the screen. Here's the 0-2 pitch. It's high for ball 1. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That's popped up. And that's caught by Taylor Wessendorf in foul territory. 2 gone.
Now batting number 15, Lamaya Swope.
That brings Lamaya Swope up to the plate. This is Swope's first at bat of the game. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch. Down low for ball 1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Rip and a miss, strike 2. Emma Liskey on deck. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That's high for ball 2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That's low for ball 3. And the count is full. Oh, 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3, and the side is retired. Lancers go down 1-2-3. Hagen picks up her 7th strikeout. And the game is over by Mercy Rule. That's your ball game. The Huskies demolish the Lancers here 12-2 here at Lisa Downey Legacy Field. Thank you very much for joining us for this broadcast of another edition of Lancers Softball here on the Lancers Softball Network. The Lancers' next game will be tomorrow against L'Anse Creuse North. However, our next broadcast will be Friday, April 17th against Algonac. This has been another presentation of Lancers Softball here at Lisa Downey Legacy Field on the Lancers Softball Network. I'm Scott Decker. Once again, the final score, the Huskies 12 and the Lancers 2. Good night, everybody, from L'Anse Creuse High School.
High school sports are meant to be fun.
We love to represent our school.
And we care about our sports.
We know you do too.
And because we all care, it can sometimes get intense.
So let's make the experience more fun for everyone.
We know it's easy to react and shout during games.
But we all make mistakes.
The game is more enjoyable when we hear positive cheering.
Referees are human. Respect their decisions. They aren't perfect.
When you feel like yelling, remember that you represent our school.
We want to win, but just remember to keep the energy positive towards all.
During the season, we spend a lot of time with our coaches. They have a tough job.
Please accept their decisions.
And be thankful for all the time they devoted to making us better.
Thank you for coming to our games and always supporting us.
We couldn't do this without you.
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 My name is Alyssa Stroh from Detroit Mercy, and you're watching Lancers Softball on the Lancers Softball Network.